I'm with Bob Cole, and he's one of our county commissioners, and he's also has a new position as chairperson, right?
Yep.
Chairman.
Last meeting, I got sworn in as chairman, and Sam Parker, District 1 Commissioner, is my vice chair.
Okay. Do you mind telling everybody what some of your goals are for the next year?
Well, along with the everyday housekeeping that we do, of course, traffic congestions on 98, Highway 90, 87 are continuing to move forward with a evacuation connector with Highway 87. Now that we're soon to see it 4-laned all the way to Highway 90, how do we connect that further north so people could evacuate in case of an emergency? That's one of my concerns. Continuing to grow our parks for our children and better our recreational areas for the children and everybody in the county. And of course, one of the big things is I'd like to see us accomplish this year is put together a program that'll encourage people to vote for a half-cent sales tax to build the courthouse. We've now purchased the property. We've got 19 acres. It's high and dry. It's on Avalon Boulevard, so I think it's got good connectivity for everybody in the county. Mm-hmm. And now put a plan together to put out to the citizens of the county that'll support that half-cent that we'll need to build that courthouse. And then we've also considered adding to that same program 2 more pods onto the sheriff's facility out at the jail. The sheriff's indicated to us that he's outgrown that current capacity and want to stay within the guidelines of the state on how many beds he can have. And he's indicated to us, and quite frankly, it's not a sheriff problem. It's a Board of County Commissioners problem. We see what happened in Escambia County when the Board of Commissioners got handed the keys to the jail. So I don't want that to occur. We've got a good, solid sheriff. He's taking care of everything out at the jail. We need to back him up on what he needs to continue keeping the citizens safe. And unfortunately, as we grow, so does his population at the jail. So there's a need to increase that bed capacity there. So tying this together into a judicial program for that half-cent, we could build everything that the citizens need for the next 50, 60 years in judiciary. We could increase the capacity at our jail, and we could put that all together into one plan that could be paid off in 7 or 8 years and promise the citizens that at the end of 10 years we'll retire that tax.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, but it's hard to balance growth with getting the people to support that we have to spend for the future. But it's better to spend now instead of later, and everything goes up.
Well, and that's what we're seeing. And I think this courthouse issue has been, judicial center issue has been on people's minds for 15 years now. Right. So I think the only reason it failed last time when we were going to put it downtown Milton is, it wasn't the right place. And I lobbied against it. Don Salter lobbied against it. To spend that much money in that area with the railroad and the river just, to me, never seemed to be a good expenditure, good long-term solution for a problem that we'll have. Now that we have that 19 acres, I encourage everybody to go by there. I say it's high and dry. It's a beautiful piece of property. Mm-hmm. My idea is possibly sell off some of the acreage we don't need on the frontage of Avalon Boulevard, put that money back to repay that debt service. So you're going to hear a lot coming out in the next few months, especially next 6 months, to drive that campaign.
All right. Well, you got a busy year in front of you, but I think everything can be accomplished with teamwork.
That's it. That's what it's going to take. Everybody pulling together, getting educated on it, and making promises that we keep. That's the big thing. If we're going to tell people we're going to retire that tax. If we're going to build just these items with that tax, build just those items with that tax. Don't add wish list to it. Don't add pork right to that thing. Do what we say we're going to do and keep it right there.
It sounds good to me. Bob, thanks a lot for stopping by and chatting with us. As always, it's a pleasure.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And everybody have a great Thanksgiving and a wonderful holiday season.